When I was 10 years old, my father died. He was putting electric wire from the house into the greenhouse, the glass house. I had gone shopping with my mother. When we came back, they had found him dead. He had not turned off the mains of the house when he was pulling the electric wire through. And that made me think that somebody should be there to help people like this. Whoever found him may have been able to give him CPR, resuscitation. There was nobody there. It was a pretty tough time, but everybody had the same issues, around you. We're not something special there. And at 17, I asked my mother, can I join nursing? She said, yes, go ahead. I was taken as a cadet nurse in a big 1,000-bedded hospital, and I started working, and there we work until we are 18. We work in different departments of the hospital. It may be the administration, it may be the matron's office, it may be in the laboratory. You literally are familiarized with the working of the whole hospital in that 1 year. And when you're 18, you go to your training. We have 3 months in our training school, and then we're on the wards. You're not just 3 months with books and in class. The rest of the time is practice, practice, practice. Not being able to do anything individually, but going with your senior nurses. You learn. So you've got 9 months of that practice. And at that time, you have to pass an exam and you start your training. I met my husband. He was a doctor from West Bengal. He'd come to England to do his post-graduation in gynae. We met in the casualty department. It was very funny. We started fighting from the day one. Later we got married in 52, and we came to India in 64. And it was decided earlier that even before our marriage, that we would come to India. Basically because of the discrimination that we faced in UK at that time. And he wanted to be at home, helping to support his widowed mother and be there for her and be with her. And that's how we came to India. Never regretted the day I came to India. And never. The thought of going back to England did not at all throughout this time interest me. My husband would not let me work as long as the children were small. He didn't say, you can't work. He would, please take priority for your children and bring them up. He joined the army. He was an army doctor, and still not working until 71. December, I think it was the 1st, we were in Jalandhar. And there are 2 airfields either side of the town. In the middle of the night, I think it was the 1st, there was a lot of aeroplane movement. And I woke my husband and said, what's going on? Because it's abnormal, the amount. And he said, we're at war. And the next morning, I spoke with my husband and said I would like to go to the hospital and volunteer my services. I spoke to the commandant. He said, yes, it's fine, you can come. but because of your lack of Hindi, do you think you can manage theatres? I said, yes, I can. If I went into a theatre, the boy on the table in this theatre was the same as the boy on that table. Same colour, same language, same everything. But one was Pakistani. To me, he was a patient, and that was it. That patient and this patient were exactly the same. So that was my introduction into nursing in India. It would have been probably late 70s. I started working nursing for the first time on a permanent basis with a small nursing home. We settled down in Bangalore, very happy. I worked with Habil, I worked with Wokat. Then I was 91, I was called by Manipal to join. The only thing I wanted was that the OT and the ICU should be absolutely faultless. So I was sent to Mayo Clinic, and I had 3 months there and attended an international infection control conference, which really updated my knowledge, and I really understood then how far our knowledge is lacking in India. So after being given that privilege of going, I came back and practiced it, and I've been practicing it ever since. I worked with Manipal. My first resignation I gave when I was 60. My second resignation I gave when I was 65. My third resignation I gave when I was 70. I worked until I was 75. My message for joining the main force of nursing now. You have had training from your tutors, from your principals, from your senior nursing staff. Please respect that and go forward into nursing with what you have been taught, with your heart, and always try to think that it could be my mother on the bed, it could be my child on the bed, it could be me on the bed. And looking at it that way, you will do the best care you could possibly give to any patient. You are patient-centric then. Before that, you're not. You may be book-centric, you may be doctor-centric, but you have to become patient-centric. Treat them as human beings, and they're not an extension of a machine. Please be patient-centric. Nothing more, nothing less. And I would say this, we are all Indian. We're all Indian. We have a population of sick people. We are here to look after those. I would ask some of you, please stay in India and look after those patients. Green cards, red cards, blue cards, wherever you want to go later. But give some of your life to the patients of your own country before you go elsewhere.